This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up part works that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the part work so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on, and let me know how I'm getting on as well. I'd like feedback of all types. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and a warm welcome to issue 93 of building R2-D2, the final straight. Last time we put the legs on, but the frame and all sorted out the batteries. This time we are going to be assembling the circuit board housing and fitting other things into the framework. After, of course, we've looked at the magazine. We've got Building a Galaxy, we've got Droid Directory, and Understanding Robotics before we get to the build itself. So, Attack of the Clones is the film that they're looking at now. CG and stuff in there, planets, supervising directors and things, Mustafar and other planets used in the film. Astromech Part 14, looking at R2 in A New Hope on there. Looks, oh no, it's the end of Empire, isn't it? With looking out over the thing. Return to Tatooine, beginning of the Jedi. R2's got a thing. You can print this, but it only really works when he's standing upright. When he's leaning backwards, as he is in our model, it doesn't really fit properly. So yeah, I won't be doing that. Giants of Industrial Robotics. Yeah, they don't really look like that. Just arms. That's all they bother building. Why bother building legs when he can't walk anywhere? Just build arms. It all works fine. So yes, we are putting the mountings for the electronics in place. This is what we've received: bracket box, circuit board bracket, and things like that. We'll fit the brackets into the thing, we'll fit the circuit board into the case, and then fit the case into the chassis as well. So we're getting ready and getting it all done. We'll continue the internal electronics in the next few stages. Well, we better do, because in the next few stages we ought to be finished. So yeah, let me clear this out of the way. We'll get parts put together and then put them into the frame. Okay, so these are the parts we have. Now, it tells us to fit this first, but I'm not going to do that yet, because I might as well put this bit together first, and then we can fit everything into the case itself. So this is the circuit board that we've had for a while. We are putting that on there. It just says 2 screws, but not putting the screws through there. Holes in the back of that, so we could put a couple of screws through there to hold that in place, but it doesn't say to do that. It says use the locating pins. The cover goes over there. Interestingly, there's a bracket, a socket there that we're not using. We're covering over. So I didn't notice that before, but obviously we're not using that for that. So that's that. There are 4 screws to hold that together. My screwdriver. I'm not sure where my screwdriver is. This one that's pointing right at me. That's why I couldn't see it. There we go. So we've got 4 of our old friend. A 2.5 by 6mm. 2.3 by 6mm self-tapping screws. So put the circuit board in its case. I like to have it in the case. It saves potential problems and shorting out of things. I would have been much happier to put it in its case weeks and months ago. Although we may have needed that other socket. I don't remember if we ever used that plug that we've covered over. Don't know if we ever used it. But that is now secure and locked away. So they're all done up properly. They are indeed. Then we need to fit this onto there. It goes on there that way round, like that. And 2 more of these old favourite screws will hold that in place from the bottom. It might look like it's at a strange angle, but it really isn't. it's at a perfectly normal angle. It's the rest of it that's at a strange angle. So there we have that now there, good to go. Next up, we do need to fit this to R2 himself. So I shall bring him back in. He can stand just about there. And you'll see how we fit all of this into the body. The first thing, we'll do this bit that we didn't do before. It goes all the way down there. Trouble is we've got all the wires in the way now, so let's get the wires out of the way. We'll get these all poking out the back. Don't have to worry about them. These ones we'll have to have poking out the front. So they're not in the way. Get them all together. There we go. Right. So this is where the battery pack will sort of slide into and fit. And this goes all the way down there. I believe. Can't really make it out from the pictures, but yeah. We got screws and brackets and things down there. Yeah, there we go. So the screws that stick out a little bit through there go over there. That all holds in place like so, and that is put in place with 4 of these. I've got more than 4 there, but we're going to be using them all in a little while. So these all go down there. That one. Turn them around a bit more. There we go. Then we can hopefully just about see what we're doing. These in under there. One over there. Trying to keep all the wires out of the way. I know I've not got them trapped underneath. But not sure exactly which direction they're going to end up going, so I can always feed them through in a different orientation if need be down the line. This one is in that corner down there. So there we go. That's the 4 of those in place. Tightened up a little bit. One there. And the last one, which I can't see. But I know it's around there somewhere. Doesn't feel like a screw. There it is. Knew it was there somewhere. So there we go. That's that now in there and nice and secure. And then we have this, which fits, again, in and down and around. A little bit higher. That bit goes on there, just like that. Keys in, and this bit keys in over the other side. Down there, and again, 2 of these little screws either side holds that in place. And that gives us the little sliding area in the middle. I shall show you in a moment when I change the angle. So we've got this gap in here, which is where the battery pack slides in, sits in at a bit of an angle. So that is that, and that is this part complete. If I can figure out where I need to get the screwdriver in go straight down there. It's around there somewhere. There we go. That in place. One more screw and we are complete for this stage. Apologies for things not being very clear, but as things get bigger, the angles get harder, and I can't show you exactly what you need to do, but the instructions are pretty self-explanatory in the magazine if you are building along. That's now in there a little bit, so they're not going to go down from the top. Yep. So if you're building along, leave a like and a comment and let me know how you're getting on, if you've had any trouble with any bits, or if I've done anything wrong, which is always more than possible. I'd even say likely. So that is that. Make sure these are all tight. And then I shall just make sure all the wires aren't trapped anywhere. Got places they can go. That comes up from the side. That goes from there. All good. So that is that. Another episode complete. Thanks for watching. I shall see you soon for the next one. Bye bye for now.